Yo, Wukong Prime Access is out, so figured we'd yap about him. And he's a really fun Warframe. He's probably one of the most popular, most used Warframes because of all his different build styles and how he's dominated certain like min-maxing stuffs. But he's just a really good Warframe. He's really fun. He has like three super valid and popular playstyles. I'm going to cover my favorite of the three, which is the spin to win. But the other two is obviously Clone Wukong, where you summon his clone with a really good weapon, and you play that way, whether it's an AoE, chain and beam weapon, that kind of thing. And then the other way to play him is Slam Wukong with like a slam hammer, and you're either in your cloud or slamming and killing everything. You just cloud slam, cloud slam. That playstyle did get nerfed a little bit, but it's still definitely not bad. It's still viable. And the third one, like I said, spin to win. If you miss Maiming Strike, it's been years since you played. Maiming Strike got nerfed, and you just want to spin around like an ape and monkey around. That is this build, and that is what I'm here to show. So, I do have Wrathful Advance subsumed on, but you don't need it for this build to work at all. It's just here for more damage, Monkey brain see number go up. It feels good. But, you're just summoning your staff, and you're spamming your spin. I have Tennokai on for the juicy heavy attacks as well. And you're just spinning, and you're winning. There's really not much. You might occasionally use your 3 as an oh shit button, and you're going to die. Go into cloud to get away or go to mission extraction. And then your 1 is typically your clone, which is typically his most popular ability, but I have Wrathful Advance on, and there's some other options you can use, which I'll talk about then. But that is just spin to win Wukong right there. That is all he does. He spins and he wins. And I'll get right onto my build here. That is my Fellart's build. Oops. Upgrade screen for Wukong himself. So, this is my setup, and the main big takeaway here is we have lots and lots of strength. Strength is good for several things here. It is scaling our subsumed ability, which can be many things, which I'll talk about. It is scaling our Primal Rage augment mod here. If we look here, there it goes, Primal Rage, getting its stats up via strength. And it's just scaling our damage in general on our staff. So, very good to just get lots and lots of strength in here. He really doesn't even want any other staff that much. Stat that much. I'm thinking of his Wukong staff. But strength, very important. As for other mods in here, definitely streamline in here. We really need this since we're just absolutely tanking our efficiency. Energize, I think, is a must-have arcane here for our energy efficiency. And there's another add-on to the loadout, which I'll talk about later, that is very important for our energy economy. So very, very important. Lots of ways to keep our energy up. That is like two big things, is our energy economy and our strength. As for other mods, Prime Continuity is on here because a little bit of duration is nice. For Wrathful Advance, it's pretty important, and your other subsumable options. I have Adaption on here just because it's a D polarity that is naturally here, and I really didn't know what else to throw on. Is it a must-have? Not really. You have Cloudwalker for survivability, and you have your 3 for survivability. I chucked it on because it's nice. It stacks well with the armor you get from your 3 when it's fully stacked. It's just like feels okay. Probably not best in slot. It's whatever. I didn't want to put 5,000 form on this guy. So probably a flex slot here is Adaption. This is not a must-have. You can probably put whatever here. But let's be honest, what other D mods are you going to put in here? Maybe Rolling Guard, if you wanted the other survivability mod, but that's why I settled with Adaption. It's whatever. Hate it or love it, get rid of it, put whatever on, put another form on. You do you. But everything else here, I think is just the way to go. Tons of strength, little bit of duration. Definitely need that efficiency mod and Primal Rage Augment mod. As for Arcanes, like I said, Arcane Energize is like the must pick here for our energy economy and whatnot. As for Arcane Avenger, honestly, you can put whatever here. Do you want another survivability option? You can put Grace, Guardian, Arcane, what's it called? The one that stacks your HP, Arcane Blessing, that kind of thing. Arcane Aegis for your shields, maybe. Do you want more damage? I have Arcane Avenger on. You could put Molt Augmented on to stack your Wrathful Advance more. You could put Arcane Strike and get a bunch of attack speed. It's really up to you. This is definitely a flex slot. Like I said, the only two things that I'd say you could remove and be fine with here Arcane Avenger could literally be anything, and Adaption could literally be anything, and you'll be just as fine with this build. And that is that on the Wukong Prime build. As for my staff, I've gone through a lot of different formations of this, and it kind of got to the point where I was just kind of tired of forming it after 4 forma, and I just kind of worked with the slots I had. Is this the like best in slot build? Maybe, maybe not, probably not. But it works. Like I said, I've gotten him in EDA like 2 weeks ago, and I was going to town, and it was a good time. So yeah, I don't know. It works. I've used it in 1 hour long Omnia Fishers. I've used it in EDA. I've done perfectly fine with Wukong here. And this is the build I've been using. So I have Condition Overload. We do have a crap load of statuses. Most enemies are dying so quick where you're not getting a follow-up hit in to benefit off of that super often. But it's nice for tankier enemies. Sometimes an Xmas unit does like to stick around a little longer than they want to, than they are welcome to. So, it is nice to get the follow-up hits on Xmas units or just tankier targets in general. You're getting all that bonus damage. I am built for viral electric here because we are running influence for the insane AoE, spreading these viral procs, electric procs, and all this damage all over the place. So that's very good. We have Blood Rush here, scaling crit chance, Galvanized Steel for more crit chance and scaling crit damage after 4 kills. Galvanized Elementalist. We have some decent slash procs, and we're getting bonus status damage on those slash procs and our electric procs. So that's swag. That's awesome. That's fun. And I have Berserker's Fury here for attack speed. And I have Tennokai here, but honestly, Tennokai's not a must. It was just kind of something I put in because I already put a boatload of Forma into this, and I was like, I might as well, why not? So that is my build for Wukong and for my staff. As for like upgrades and stuff you can make to this, one I have on right now is my Tau Forged Purple Equilibrium Shard. I don't think this is a must-have, especially with me running Energize already, and I run the Death Cube Sentinel with his Energy Generator Augment mod, so that's already a lot of ability efficiency and just energy economy stuff that I have going on already. So I don't think this is a must-have. This is more of a comfort option. Speaking of other comfort options, I actually recommend Energy Max Shards. I believe they're blue, um, to increase your base energy pool. We're at 195, just base, no upgrades. So it's kind of gross, not gonna lie. That's a disgustingly low amount of base energy on a prime warframe, and with this negative efficiency, our drain on our 4 is pretty strong. So that is a thing. I would put like maybe 2 energy max shards on and be happy with that. Obviously, strength shards would be insane. Maybe a duration shard, that kind of thing. Nothing crazy to write home about there, but that's what I would run shard wise if I wanted to put more on this guy. As for other subsumes, which I talked about earlier, I like Wrathful Advance. It is the higher DPS option. I think Warcry from Valkyrie is good. Nourish is good. Those would be my 3 to cycle through and test it yourself. Maybe find one that suits you the best. Warcry obviously gives you a bunch of extra armor and a bunch of extra attack speed, so that's really fun. Nourish gives you a lot of energy economy as well by increasing the amount of energy you get from your orbs, so that's really good. Those are kind of the extra upgrades I'd make to this baby. You could cycle through those 3 and figure out which one you like. I like Wrathful Advance. It's the one I enjoy the most just because of the crazy red crits, and it's pretty fun. Yeah. As for your loadout, I have one suggestion only, and that is to run primary dexterity and secondary dexterity, so it increases your combo duration. You really don't want to drop below 12 times on this thing. You want to keep your combo up as long as possible, and that's why we're also running Naramon here, Focus School, for the Power Spike, where it only decays by 5. So, and then as for the weapons, literally doesn't matter. Just run your best stuff. We're going to be in staff 24/7 anyways. But those are my loadout suggestions. Dexterity mods, Naramon, and have a good time. And then as for your pet, like I said, run Death Cube Sentinel with his energy generator augment mod and whatever build you can throw together. But that is my Wukong setup. That's like the spin to win little showcase there. Both my builds for him, for the staff and for Wukong himself. and my shard, subsume suggestions, all that jazz. So that's it. I'm gonna go hop in a Lewis survival and start monkeying around. All right, here we are. I'm gonna spin to win up to 12 times combo, and then I'll use Wrathful Advance because I want to show that like this is just as fine without Wrathful Advance carrying it and giving it insane red crits. So we'll spin to win with just the regular kit up to 12 times, and then I'll activate Wrathful Advance and get the crazy red crits. But we'll just use normal Wukong as is for now. And just spin around and be an 8. Woo. I can't wait till, I believe it's Wednesday this week. Dog Days is coming out. We're getting a new weapon skin, the Pool Noodle. Definitely gonna have to look at that thing when it comes out. Check it out. But yeah, this is if you remember Maiming Strike back in the day, Maiming Strike Atarax, good times. This is Wukong now. He just spins and he wins. And honestly, Valkyr's the same way. I think Valkyr's spin attack is like her best combo. You just have so much rain on her spin. It's less of like a small spin attack, like a sweeping attack, and she just becomes like a giant ball of slashes and death when you spin on Valkyr. It's pretty crazy. We're at 12 times combo already, so guess I'll just start popping Wrathful Advance when I can, and we're just gonna go crazy. Honestly, Wrathful Advance obviously makes any melee build Giga OP, but I just wanted to show there that it's good. It's good for your first 12 times combo and getting up there. But this is literally it, and it's very strong. Everything just kind of dies. Honestly, you don't have to worry about survivability that much. That's why like my adaption mod's just kind of there to look pretty. It doesn't really do anything, but no, this is spin to win Wukong. We are spinning. We're winning. I accidentally Wrathful Advanced that guy and lost all my combo count, so good. Boop, boop, boop. Very, very simple playstyle. Definitely gets a bit mind-numbing after a while, but we are monkeying around. We are doing zero brain activity, so you know, fits the playstyle. But yeah, definitely a little one-dimensional. But honestly, I think all of Wukong's playstyles are like that. If you're using your clone, you're just spamming your clone and letting them do like 90% of the work. If you're playing Slam Wukong, all you're doing is going into your cloud, slamming, going into your cloud, slamming. That's just kind of Wukong. He doesn't really have, you know, any complex combos that require, you know, 9 million APM to pull off. I don't really think there's any Warframe that's really like that. If anything, the highest APM Warframe's probably freaking Octavia and spamming crouch to stay invisible. But that's it, to be honest. No, we are just spinning here as Wukong. Waiting for Dog Days to come out so we can get the Pool Noodle. And I've never bought the Soaptron skin, the water gun. I have never purchased it. Every year I'm like, oh, I'm going to purchase it this year. And I don't purchase it. So I think I'm going to stay on top of it and buy the Soaptron skin from the store and the Pool Noodle skin for rifles. But yeah. Where's the staying Acolyte? We're almost 4 minutes in. He hasn't spawned. We're either going to like a crazy one-hit and Tennokai the Acolyte, or we're just gonna chop him down like a tree with our slide attacks. Honestly, I really think I might like Warcry more on this build. I don't know. I'm not sure. Warcry is pretty fun though. Oh, they're the Sentients. I'm not necessarily worried about those guys unless I get like 2 hit by a laser from them, but that's pretty rare. Spin, 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 spin. Acolyte, where are you? Well, those are the Sentients now. Just got some Neurodes, that's nice. Where is the Acolyte? We're almost at 5 minutes. Oh, we are on Steel Path. I just had to look at the enemy numbers there. And we are indeed there on the Steel Path. Here we go. Here he spawns. Damn, right at 5 minutes. Why'd it take so long? What do we get? Misery? I'm not worried about that. Where is he at? Bring him out. We'll chop him down. And we'll chop down these Thrax as well while we're at it. Ooh, I got Mag proc. We're going to lose our energy there. Okay. And you're still up and about. Oh, no. We did lose everything. Okay, we'll slam. Oh. I went immortal there. I don't even know what killed me. Watch Wukong's passive, by the way, in case you didn't know. He can die. How many times? He can die a decent amount. Anyways, we got our energy back. And now I'm invisible from Wukong's death passive. And we lost all our combo. Oh, man. Well, that is Wukong. Now I'm going to do the Wukong thing and cloud to extraction. Or just cloud to somewhere safe, to be honest. We're going to cloud right here and get on top of this pillar. That is Wukong. I spin to win. That's my favorite build of Wukong. I did used to play a lot of clone Wukong with some of my favorite AoE weapons back in the day. But with the exalted reworks, I think this is the most fun version. And spinning the win and monkeying around and having a good time. So that's my Wukong build.